Hi folks, Chuck McKay here, and I'm here with Matt Shea, and we hope this weekend's not too much of a rainout, but we thought before that storm came through, we'd talk a little bit about the great parents in our community. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the SCAs who have spent all of this time and energy on feeding folks at the different schools. I also want to thank all of the parents who came to the parent conferences in the last 3 days. We've had a record number of parents visiting our teachers. I know our teachers appreciate the dedication on behalf of the parents and on the administration as well. So I want to really emphasize the fact that our parents are doing a great job and we thank them for it. As we continue on during the year, if you need to contact your teachers, just let them know through an email, and of course they will get back to you. I want to also thank our parents for their dedication to some of the programs. Last night I was at the college jam night, and the parents were there in droves with their students going through the process of applying to colleges. So again, to our parents, thank you very much for all of your dedication. This week, of course, is Halloween. I want to show some of the things that we've been doing in the school district. I also want to tell you that Ms. Divino is giving a professional lecture down in Burlington County today, a commitment that she had before she was hired here. We're proud of her, and she'll be back with her spotlight from the superintendent next week. So let's take a look at some of the great things that are going on, and we'll talk about all of our great students. All right, well, we went with the Halloween theme and or harvest theme, and here we are. We're going to take a look at the volleyball team this week because they had their senior night, and also a wonderful display that's at Lounsbury Hollow that I just thought was terrific as I was walking by. And then our engineering kids down at NJIT. So we have a lot to be proud of. All right, now we have a 7th and 8th grade field hockey team who are having a great season. So I wanted to talk a little bit about them. The 5th and 6th grade team is 3-2 on their season, and the varsity team, led by Sydney and Lauren and Madeline and Joan on offense, and Kaylee and Shalene on D, and the 7th grader McKenna Thomas and the 6th grader Amanda Witters and Emily Getz in goal. So you can see these pictures, and they're having a great time at Glen Meadow, and kudos to Coach Hoffman for the wonderful program that she has created there. And of course, it's playing out large at the high school level as well as these young ladies move up. And Ms. Hoffman sent me this wonderful picture of the rainbow over Glen Meadow. What a beautiful shot. Our engineering students with Mr. Bruno were down at the NJIT conference. Kudos to them, guys and gals, who were part of the engineering day. NJIT is a beautiful campus in Newark. I was down there for a conference in the summertime, and boy, they've really expanded. So our students are introduced to some great ideas down there and also get to go into some of their new engineering buildings. A great day, and I thank Mr. Bruno and Mr. Foco for all their efforts with the engineering program at the high school. Harvest House had their dinner last Saturday. It was a complete success thanks to all the volunteers, including our young men that we interviewed last week from DECA. Last year, $1,400 was raised for Harvest House. This year, well over $2,000 was raised. And this is from Ryan Hainsel, who we talked to last week. Congratulations to all that were involved with the Harvest House, all of our volunteers, but particularly our DECA students who were doing terrific work. All right, this is what I was talking about a little bit earlier, the Lounsbury Hollow Bulletin Board. Mrs. Q is the reading specialist at Lounsbury Hollow. She's a wonderful teacher, very caring for her students. She's also whip smart and tries to raise the level of their education through working on their reading, but also making sure that students are cared for. So she has a bulletin board outside of her room in the hallway, and I was asking her about it, and this is what she said. I anticipated this would be a safe space for those who are in need of inspiration or motivation, and that they could grab a quick sentiment or quote whenever they most needed it. So on the left-hand side of the bulletin board, there's these envelopes, as you can see in the picture here. And some of them are about faith, caring, love, the idea of understanding, patience, and students can reach in and grab a quote. And I have a picture there of one of the quotes and how beautifully they're written. And then on the right-hand side of the bulletin board, there is Give What You Can section. It's a great way to promote random acts of kindness amongst our students. And she says the envelopes do get filled by wonderful students who put things in there. And she closed with, one can truly never know how one small seed of kindness can spread or make a difference. So kudos to Lounsbury Hollow and the wonderful Mrs. Q. Cedar Mountain students, Kira Wiley was back for a concert, and you can see our students all dressed up and dancing and stretching as Kira sings. And again, thanks to the SEA, as I was saying in the beginning of this podcast, our parents, and all the great things that they do for funding this special program for all of our students. Cedar Mountain really enjoys this wonderful concert every year, thanks to the SCA. College Jam Night was last night at the high school. There were students there from the senior class, all working with teachers who had volunteered their time, guidance counselors who had volunteered their time, specialists who had volunteered their time, and administration who had volunteered their time. So as you can see on the left, the students are all working on their applications, and teachers are working with them, and administrators as well. In the center, of course, Miss Mary Jean Ryerson, one of the wonderful, caring, hardworking guidance counselors in our high school, universally respected for her work ethic. She's working with two students filling out their applications. And then on the right-hand side, other guidance counselors working with a family as the students applied. I was lucky enough to be there last night. I worked with one student who, in the course of 2 hours, filled out 4 applications and pressed send and had them all submitted. What a wonderful, wonderful experience to see these students doing these great things and heading towards their own future with the help of the great staff at Vernon High School. Senior night for ladies volleyball was this week. There's a picture of them with their families and the flowers and, of course, the wonderful volleyball court. And there's our seniors. Congratulations to you guys for a wonderful season. I wish you the best of luck in your state game. You're going to be terrific, and we're all very proud of you. Mr. Folkowski's class, his AP U.S. Government and Politics class, was discussing political theory this week with candidate McCann. He came to talk to the students. Of course, he's running against Josh Gottheimer, and the students got a sense of his sophistication as he talked about de Tocqueville, Rousseau, and others, and the theory of government. I believe that, at least that's what Mr. Folkowski said, I believe that Gottheimer will be in this week or next as well. So the students are really getting a great education in political science, and kudos to Mr. Folkowski for all of his hard work with this great group. Speaking of great groups, All County Band, here are our wonderful students who have made All County Band. Hannah and Kelly and Caitlin, Brianna and Matt, Freya, Angelina, Brandon, Jacob, Bryce, Anne-Marie, Mia, Wesley, and Max. Congratulations to all of you on a job well done. We're very proud of you, and this is a very competitive county band, so great job. Now, we have a fundraiser coming up. It's this Friday coming up, November 2nd, from 3 to 6. And this fundraiser, of course, is at Glen Meadow. Now, you see a picture of the Glen Meadow students, and they came up to see the volleyball folks at the high school. So this picture was taken at the high school. But the volleyball tournament, as you well know, Miss Gag runs it. Teachers volunteered to help out. It's for a good cause, and it will be from 3 to 6 next Friday afternoon, evening at Glen Meadow. A wonderful event. If you get a chance to see it, parents get to sit on the stage. They also get to sit in the bleachers. Food is sold. There's usually music in the cafeteria. And all of the money raised goes towards something great, a social event that Glen Meadow does every year. All right. The fifth grade library assistants helped to create the Enchanted Forest entrance at Lounsbury Hollow. So if you have students at Lounsbury Hollow and you were going to the book fair, parents, you saw the Enchanted Forest. So I would like to thank these wonderful volunteers and also Miss Smaldone for all of her hard work with the fifth graders and the Enchanted Forest entrance at Lounsbury Hollow's Media Center. This weekend, Up the Down Staircase. The dates are November 2nd and 3rd, 7 p.m. at the high school. These shots were taken this week as they move towards dress rehearsals. And as you can see, once again, our theater folks are doing great things. Don't miss it. Their productions are outstanding. Okay, so again, the play is next Friday evening and Saturday evening, the 2nd and 3rd, Up the Down Staircase. Don't miss it. It's usually a great production at Vernon High School. Also, coming this week are some state games, so I just want to read those to you. Girls volleyball hosts Parsippany Monday the 29th, 4:30 in our gym. Girls soccer hosts Indian Hills on Tuesday the 30th, 3 o'clock on the turf field. Boys soccer is going to play Dumont on Monday the 29th. And our field hockey team travels to Lakeland on the 29th, 3 o'clock for their state game. I want to wish all of our athletes and all of our thespians the best of luck. Break a leg to our thespians, not to any of our athletes. Our thespians only. Have a great week, and I'll see you out at the games or at the play.